Hello, everyone, and welcome to another incredible episode of Empowering Conversations, where I have amazing conversations with extraordinary people who are out doing beautiful things in the world in service to others and all around living their best lives. And let me tell you guys, this guy, Pedro, today, my guest, I'm so excited to be speaking with him. He truly lives with a sense of purpose and intention with his life in a heart-centered way of wanting better for others, helping others, empowering others. So without further ado, I am going to introduce Pedro. Since 2016, Pedro Garcia has been helping moms attract ready to buy prospects to their discovery calls using the right conversion strategy to promote their offers without getting ignored and blocked, using manipulation, or spending all day long on social media looking for clients. All because, as a kid, he couldn't help his single mom take her business off the ground. That is a true why right there. After sending over 1,000 DMs, he discovered a methodology that helped him not only stop getting ignored and or blocked by his prospects, but also to be acknowledged by his approach and asked to jump on a call to hire him. Last year, he closed his first $10,000 USD sale using the same methodology he teaches to his students. That is inside his newest book, The 5 DMs to First $10,000 Method. As a certified MBA, he has dedicated his time to help entrepreneurs take off their business so that they don't have to close, as he saw all 4 family businesses did. His mission is an on is excuse me, his mission as an online entrepreneur is to make online businesses easy for 1 billion moms. He has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs all around the world. And when he is not found having awesome conversations with his audience, creating content, or helping his clients, you will find Pedro enjoying nature, having ice cream, oh yum, hiking with his dog, shooting hoops, reading and writing, dancing salsa and the cumbias, or playing chess. Pedro Garcia was born in Oaxaca, Mexico, and in his life, he has the mission to relish each moment. So, guys, without further ado, drum roll, please help me in welcoming Pedro Garcia. Hey, Pedro.
Hello, Stephanie. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, and thank you for having me in your show. I love your energy, and I know this is going to be fun. So thank you.
You're so welcome, and thank you so much. It's an honor to have you here, Pedro. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me and my audience today.
Your audience of Rockstars. Yes.
Yeah, yes, we are. We are all rock stars.
Yeah.
And so tell us where you're joining in from. We're getting some hearts. We're getting some people joining. Tell us where you're joining in from. If you have any comments or questions, do not hesitate to share them. So Pedro, my biggest thing, I love the heart, the why of what I, shared in your bio about your mother and her, working tirelessly and relentlessly to get businesses off the ground. And I love that is it seems like that's what has driven you to want to help other moms, single moms specifically. So share with us a little about your story,
Yeah.
if you
Totally.
will.
Yeah. Thank you for that question. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, uh, I'm like the other side of the coin. I'm the other side of the story. I'm like that son of that mompreneur who couldn't be more present to me or with me, and but I wasn't aware all the things that she had to deal with at that moment when she was raising me. Like, for example, she was trying to keep a job. It looks like it wasn't enough for her, so she wanted to launch a new business, and I wasn't aware that my grandpa was ill with diabetes, so she was taking care of him as well. And
Mhm.
suddenly, and of course, as a single mother, in time, she had to go to the hospital because she was suffering from multiple sclerosis. So I mean, when I knew what multiple sclerosis is, and I promise you, I knew that a couple years ago after watching a movie, I was like, wow, and she had to deal with all with herself. Like it was shocking for me, and when I launched my business in 2016, I started to attract mompreneurs, single mompreneurs specifically, without having to call them out. So I was curious about, okay, this is a great relationship that I have with my clients, but it's curious that I'm attracting way more mompreneurs, single moms, than dads or than men, to my business. So after a little exploration and lots of inner work, I realized that my mission is clear. Like, yes, perhaps the reason why I spent so much time with her and I mean, as a child, but at the same time feeling her absence because she was so focused on trying to raise me,
Mhm.
made me understand her. And I remember we had a lots of conversations, my mom and I. So I like to say that I became her best friend when I was a kid. In terms of she was sharing with me her life, and whenever I had a conversation with everyone, usually and especially with single moms, they felt like very at home, like with me,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, it looks like I have something to offer to them, and 2020 was to me like, yeah, I'm gonna help them, and but the first business coach I hired from, not Spanish coach, like from outside of Mexico, she
Mhm.
told me that that niche was too narrow, so that I didn't need to help single mompreneurs. So I didn't call them out. So I was helping online entrepreneurs, and but I wasn't happy, because I felt that that wasn't my real calling
Right.
until the 20 until November of 2020, I was working with a coach and I said, you know what, I feel it's my moment and I need to call them out because it's clear, like I've been attracting them without calling them. So yeah, 2021, I was all in to help mompreneurs. And yes, of course, that was the year that I helped the most mompreneurs at that time. And this year, I am blessed that in 2 months, maybe I'm helping way more moms than in 2021 with my book, with the things that I do and all that. So it's a blessing. It's a beautiful journey. And because of them, I understand my mom better. And my
Yeah.
relationship with her has improved way more because of that.
Right, because it really gives you an understanding. As a child, you're not able to see
No.
what I remember, my daddy working 3 jobs, to put food on the table. And he was going to Lions Club, and he was going to Kiwanis Club, and he was taking us, to here and there, and my mom had some emotional and mental problems. So I get, but yet we didn't necessarily as children understand. So I can see where you are watching your mom. You don't realize the struggle
Oh,
that she's going through to put food on the table, keep clothes on your back, and the electricity turned on. All you know is that mama's not here and I need my mama. So I love that you have this passion for wanting to, you know, basically enable single moms to be able to be there for their children like you wish that your mother was, but also be able to bring home the money that creates the life,
yeah,
the
totally.
living, the living, the living.
Yeah, because the more I work with them, the more I understand that moms first are women, and some of them believe that the best calling that they can have in their lives to be a mom,
Right.
and most of the time they realize that while they are a moms, they're like, there's something missing in my life. So there is
Mhm.
a woman inside of them calling them out, like, hey, wake up, let's show up, and that woman, it can be as much powerful as a mom, and because I believe my rock stars, they want to leave a legacy. They want to do something on their own, feeling like they came here not only to make their child see what they're capable of. So they need to live on they want to use an example of that greatness inside of them, and most of the time is their talents, it's their business, it's their desires. And I mean, I'm rooting for the ones who decide to choose an online business to make that happen. That there can be other ways. So whatever I teach, whatever I learn, whatever I embody or practice is for them to be able to be more time with them and their kids and not on the business. So most of the time my clients ask me like the frameworks, the steps, the systems, and I tell them, yeah, it's very easy to implement the systems when you do the inner work. So most of the time my first assignments for them is to do lots of fucking inner work, because that's when they realize how powerful they are. And no matter if it's technology, no matter if it's social media, no matter whatever that is, once they realize how much power it's inside of them, they can accomplish anything, they can manifest anything. So yeah, I that's really my goal, to make them spend more time with them and their loved ones, with, in this case, and manifest the life that they want. Like, everything is possible for them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Pedro. I literally got cold chills when you were talking about the term inner work. Because when you go within and really do that inner work, that self awareness work, you start to realize how valuable you are. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And
Yeah.
so many women are taught to just give, 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 give
Yeah.
at the complete expense of themselves. There is a reason, guys, that they say to put your mask on first whenever you're on an airplane, because
Yeah.
if you don't and you're putting your kids on first, you're too busy
Yeah.
putting on somebody else's, you might be dead. Then what good are you? So women are, exhaust themselves giving and giving and giving when they don't have enough to give. But what Pedro said, guys, and this is key, is the inner value, the inner realization of self-power that you have when you go within and start to realize, hey, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm amazing, I'm not just a mom, I'm not just a wife, I'm not just a sister, I'm not just this, I'm not just that. Like, there's something, there's a reason, there's a purpose, I'm here, which is why I'm on this earth in the present time. That's welling, and that, imagine what you can do. I love that. And that's, as a coach, that's what I do. It starts, number one, it starts, and I say this all the time. When you get to a stop sign, everybody on the planet knows it means to stop. But if you run it, just
Yeah.
knowing it meant to stop means nothing. But the decision to run or stop at the stop sign is a mindset. So
Yeah.
all it is tweaking that mindset. And that's one of the ways, is doing that inner work to build that value.
Totally. Yeah.
That is
Absolutely.
awesome. So share with us some of your strategy and tips that that you've written about in your book.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well, the book is a fruit of a journey that I started in 2020, when I learned that we can run our online business using our Facebook profile or Instagram profile, organically, without having to pay for ads. I since 2016 that I launched, I was doing it offline, and since 2017 I started to learn Facebook ads, which is a very intricate journey for the ones who are just starting, and it can be very expensive and it can be very overwhelming, and it's definitely not the best way to start. But that's how I started. So I learned lots of stuff. And because in 2019 I experienced this pulmonary thromboembolism event in March the 1st, my near-death experience, I was out of resources, financially speaking, and I needed to find a way to keep showing up, and without having to worry about if the Facebook ad is going to convert or bring me some leads. So I learned in 2020, and I hired my first online business coach, and I was using, of course, she was high ticket, and she claimed to have the best conversation strategy that was going to help us close our next clients. I'm a student that usually I can question the truth that my mentor is teaching me inside, but I will implement it either way because that's why I hire them.
Mhm.
So I implemented.
So are you saying that you were doubting what she was sharing?
No, but I mean, she was doing things differently from what I was doing, but I was so attached to the outcome, which
Oh, I
was
see.
the 5 figures, the 6 figures, and all that she was claiming to be owning. But I wasn't aware of the process, and this journey have helped me to realize that it's not about the outcome, it's about the process. And
Mhm.
the outcome can be attainable by many fucking ways, but the process, it's what makes you be in alignment or not with yourself, with your values, with what you truly believe, and
Mhm.
ultimately with who you truly are, your essence.
Mhm.
So I started to implement her combo strategy, and in weeks I got blocked by Facebook. Of course, I was getting ignored by people. I was getting blocked by them, but ultimately, I got blocked by Facebook. So I was like, "Fuck, man! All the things that I've shared in my social media. I mean, I don't even have a web page. So this was like my web page at that moment. So I was like, oh man, I need to start from scratch, and maybe outside of Facebook, where should I go? So I went on LinkedIn, and
Uh-huh.
I started to, but I wanted to learn a different way to have a conversation because I knew for some reason that there is so much power in a conversation, and ultimately, uh, we are so fucking distracted with email sequences, with freebies, with lead magnets, with YouTube, with
Yeah.
the reels on the IG, the TikToks, and all that stuff. But it fucking ends with a conversation. It's human to human. It's people want to know they can rely on you, and people want to be seen, heard, and understood. That's why the
Mhm.
most valuable lesson I believe can be taught inside my book is what I learned, which is empathy. You know, that's the best thing that you can do in not only in your business but in your life with whoever you have in front of you. But the problem is that we're taught that our ego, that ourselves are the most important thing, in the world, and we become so egocentric when we get conditioned as a kid that our essence is not valuable, that we are not worthy to shine, that we're not worthy of
Right.
be
Exactly.
and we believe that to shine, to be powerful, and that's for some people, that's for some lucky ones, that's for some people that do some type of stuff to be there, to be acknowledged, to be recognized, and all that stuff, seen, heard, and understood.
Mhm.
But the empathy brings uh brings to this human nature of feeling appreciated, feeling acknowledged, feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling understood. And I believe, like I said, everyone is a rock star, just some don't know it yet.
Right.
So
Thank you.
when you show up with empathy, you allow the rockstar to, hey, wait, this guy is treating me like a rockstar, and we're the same level. Wow, yeah, this is something that maybe I haven't experienced before. So that's when I started to get acknowledged by my approach. And
Right.
I was asked, do you have a group? Do you have a book? Do you have something that I can keep following you? I already have a coach, but I love the way you approach me and all of that. Some people have asked me, can you teach me how you do this? Because this is different from the one pitch message that I get, the cold outreach, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
um, when I realized that I have a methodology, the 5 steps, I was repeating them consistently and refining them. Um, I was like, maybe I can put them in a PDF or a format, and I can deliver it because I believe some people. This is not science proof, but I believe that 37 people out of 100 people, 37% of people that read my book will will make their first sale. They will need nothing but the methodology inside the book. The other 30% of people will need more help from me. So that's why I have a membership. They can ask me questions directly, like, how can I implement this? I have already this. How can I do this? And all of that stuff. And inside, I have some online resources. And 20, around 20 something percent of the people who got my book will never fucking implement anything.
Right.
They just
Right.
get the book and that's it.
Right.
And yeah, so the rest, the 3% remaining, are the people who are out of 100 that are able to invest in a premium offer from me.
Right.
So this year I decided to not only aim to that 3% that I was aiming last year and the
Hmm.
past years, I decided to cover as much people, to impact more people, because like I said, some of them don't even need to know how to close high ticket. It's just through empathy that they can close their first sale. So I decided to,
Empathy, guys.
yeah, I decided to relearn and stop using manipulation in my sales pages, stop using manipulation,
Manipulation.
manipulation, or fear-based techniques or fear of missing out techniques to in my sales pages, in my sales calls, in my conversations. I stopped using even freebies, which they told us that this is the best way to fucking grow our email list, and they tell us that the goal of an online entrepreneur is to grow their email list. That's bullshit.
No, because I ignore most of the emails. I mean,
Yeah,
that you subscribe or you go on a webinar and then yeah, I'm
the
like, don't even open
the
most of them.
email the email list, and I know I'm gonna trigger some of your folks. It's a fucking excuse to keep being manipulative with your
Being
audience.
manipulative. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
So
because
explain that because I mean, a lot of the emails I get, I mean, they're, a lot of it, daily inspiration or daily words of wisdom or whatever that the person is, is sharing. But then, and then and sometimes, there's, sign up for my, my course, blah, blah, and I don't discount them,
yeah,
but it's like you just get inundated with so much of that stuff.
yeah. Let me go back a little bit. Mm, there was a time this year that I questioned myself, or I questioned the approaches of these gurus, these huge gurus. I don't even need to name them. They teach you about abundance. They teach you about how making money. They teach you about everyone is a rock star and everyone can make money and everybody is called to as long as you take action. And then they inspire you. They make you believe that they're great, that we're capable of anything, that we need to hustle, that we need to, be a warriors and all that bullshit. And then they take you to a page that is filled with language,
Right.
that the only purpose of that language is to make you feel anxious, to make you feel scared, that if you don't
Hmm.
take action now with that fucking offer, you are going to be the dumbest asshole if you don't take action. I'm being an extremist right now, but what I'm saying is that
Yeah. No, I get it.
why, if your speech in social media, if your message is coming from abundance, why do you need to rely on scarcity to make me give you my money?
Thank you. Thank you. Have you ever read the book, The Trance of Scarcity?
No, I haven't.
The Trance of Scarcity. Yeah. It's one of the best books I've ever read. But you are so correct. And another person I follow talks about that quite often is, I'm not going to do what they say we should be doing. Oh, only a limited time, only till midnight. Oh, I've only got 3, and as tempting as it is sometimes, it's like, no, you're right. You want people to want to jump to work with you because they feel like called, like, wow, like what he said. Yes, I need that. I need that in my life. And, when I was in sales, because I've been in outside sales for so many years, we had a speaker at one of our national sales meetings, and he talked about, he kept taking his hand and he would go from front of his forehead back. He goes, people buy what they're emotionally attached to. Your product could be free. And if they're not emotionally attached to it, they're not going to choose it. People need to be driven by their emotion, but from a sense of what they're getting, not out of fear or scarcity. Oh, if I don't act now, I'm going to miss out. But from oh my God, I need that. I want that. I need that in my life.
Yeah, no, I totally resonate with that. That's how it used to be taught. I mean, the analogy that I use is when we go to the doctor, and let's think of an honest doctor. The doctor asks us questions, to realize how we feel, what's the source of the pain, what can be the issue, and if the doctor realizes that the questions are not enough, the doctor asks permission to touch our bodies to find the source of the pain, to
Hmm.
because we are not trained, we don't know how to express how we feel, so he
Right.
needs to find that out. So once the doctor starts touching us, we feel, and maybe asking the questions, we start to feel in some relief, like, okay, he's doing the work, he's helping me find the source of the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And once the doctor touches the pain point, we
Right.
may scream, we may cry, but we feel grateful that, oh my God, he found it. I wasn't able to explain. And we decide to trust to whatever he's gonna tell us do is gonna relieve us from the pain.
Exactly.
So the only job for the doctor is to say, okay, I believe what you're suffering is this, and that. And I believe that the best way for you to stop feeling suffering from this pain or heal is that you take this prescription. Now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying I validate drugs and all that stuff. I'm just
Right.
saying, let's use
Right.
the analogy, all right?
Right. It's an analogy. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So he don't need to heal us. He just need to tell us, give us some guidance on what we can do with the resources that are available for us. So once we receive the paper, that piece of paper, if we understand it, and it's not our job to understand it, let some nurses do the job, because here in Mexico we know that doctors don't have the best writing. So we never understand what's there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
before they use computers, of course. So once we touch the paper, we feel relief, we feel satisfaction, we feel joy. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Even when we are feeling the pain, we feel
Mm-hmm.
relief, satisfaction, and joy. So we go and we get the prescription.
Mm-hmm. Because
So
everything's mental.
yeah, and it's emotional as well,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's we're feeling it.
Yes.
So that's my approach when I write copy. So I don't need to use manipulation. I don't need to, the doctor doesn't need to tell us you're gonna die. Sometimes, because the pain feels so fucking hard. It's enough for us to take action. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we just need to be aware of the pain. That's it. I don't need to use more manipulation with that, because I could,
Right.
at that point,
Right.
but that's a decision. So I like to call that process the power of choice.
Mm-hmm.
So when I will just tell them, and actually you can if you see my sales page, the sales page of my book, I guess you will know the story, you will know why I wrote the book, the 1,000 messages and all that stuff, how I discovered the empathy, well, not the empathy, but how I discovered my methodology and all that. And then I tell you, uh, click this button only if you are feeling this. And then I give you all the pain points that maybe you will resonate with. And if you don't resonate with them, don't fucking click the button. I don't
Yeah.
care. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm not using manipulation to get your email. You know, I'm just here to deliver a message. And if you resonate with the message, please get my book, because that's my mission. If you don't, that's fine. That's okay. But at least I let you know, if you're having these pain points, I'm meeting you there. And my book can, I'm not saying it's the cure, but I'm letting you know that my book can give you relief, satisfaction, and joy once you use what is inside.
Yes, it is a tool, a very valuable and tool, but you must use it. It's like you said, there's like, what is it? I think you mentioned 60% of people will get the book and not even open it up. I just published a cookbook, and it's all about healthy, delicious recipes. And I've had many, many, many people purchase it, millions and millions. Well, one day, eventually it'd be millions, millions. But
Yeah.
okay, great. Now you've got to open the book and you've got to actually implement and make the recipes. And, do you find as well when working with clients that, I mean, I have a lot of people reach out to me, and I'll have some that will, that will, work with me, 2, 3, 4 sessions. And then they're like, oh, I can't do this anymore, because they realize that it's work. This is not a quick fix pill. It's not a magic pill. It is concerted daily action that creates and shifts a new paradigm within your mindset and heart set, that then creates that reality that you're looking for. But you have to go through, you know I guess we call it dark night of the soul, or you have to go through some form of releasing the baggage. And releasing the baggage can be emotionally and even physically painful. But once that baggage is released, you've opened up space to then bring about. But you have to work with it long enough to enable yourself to really create that space so then you can operate from this new way of being and creating and manifesting in your life.
Yeah. So what's the question? Sorry.
So don't you find that when people like I have clients and they'll stick with the whole program, they'll want to re-sign up. But then I have some people, they're, oh, I'll work a couple, 2 or 3 sessions,
They
or
don't
I'll do
finish.
this, you do this and this and this, and then they give up. They're like, oh, I can't do that, and they'll make an excuse. I don't, the money, or they'll make an excuse of
Yeah.
this happened or that happened, or I've got this to do. But it's like, and that's when you're really that's really the transformations happening right when we're giving up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know where well, I understand. It happened to me, of course, that people sign up and they don't finish. They start the journey, they don't finish because uh yeah. Now I can tell you the way I used to think about that, I and the way that I think now about it. So the way I used to think about it is that it's all on them, and I cannot be more interested in their life than them, than themselves.
Mhm.
But I also, now the way I think it now is that I take the responsibility that if I wasn't aware to let them know, or to make them feel how capable they really are from the beginning, uh, maybe I need to do something different so that they can progress, make more progress, or move forward with the next lesson.
Mhm.
Now, I don't come. I mean, when I believe in this, I don't make it to say like I'm not good enough mentor, not good enough coach.
Oh, right.
What I do is like, well, my intention is for you to keep working on this, because this is the path that I discovered that has helped me. And
Yes.
lately, I've learned some tools that allow me to not address every client as one size fits all, but allow them to choose what resonates with them, and and take action towards it. And I believe I am the happiest using those tools, because I speak specifically talking about human design, which allows me to tell them, okay, guess what? We're born with these unique traits, and probably you will feel the happiest when you do this instead of this. But it's your choice.
Mhm.
I'm here to tell you what are the options, and you are here to know that whatever you choose, you're massively supported by God, by me, by you, by your peers, by God, by your clients, by your audience, by your haters. We are all working collectively so that you show up the highest version of yourselves. And
Yes.
when you do that, we show up as the highest version of ourselves, because you are honoring our space.
Yes.
So the way I teach online business, or the way I guys unconventionally, because of these tools. So I always, as the leader of my own movement, I take the responsibility. But in the end, you can have the pill in the tongue, but if you
Mhm.
don't swallow it, you will never fucking heal.
Exactly. Exactly. And I really do think that that is tied to a mindset and a heart set they haven't discovered. It sounds good. I want to lose 30 pounds. I'm going to lose 30 pounds. They're just thinking about, oh, I just want to lose 30 pounds. The 30 pounds, 30 pounds, 30 pounds, 30 pounds. Well, they're not tying it to why. Why do you want to lose 30 pounds? Well, I can fit into my skinny jeans, and my husband loves my skinny jeans. Okay, so it's not about 30 pounds. It's about what's cultivated upon that being the reality. So that's what, we they have to tie themselves into. Otherwise, it's just, oh, I've lost the 30 pounds. I mean, how many people, do you know that it's like it's all about getting to a destination instead of the entirety of the journey or the entirety of the life.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta fit
process.
into this dress. I gotta get to this place. I got blah, 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 blah. No, this is a lifestyle because whatever habits got you to where you are now, you're just gonna fall right back if you're looking at it as just a destination and not an entire life journey.
I thank you for bringing this. I was writing an email yesterday about what's the purpose of and I don't believe anymore in brands necessarily.
Brands?
And yeah, I believe in movements, but
Mm, mm,
every movement is a brand, and not every brand inspire movements. So in the end, I asked lots of questions in that email, and I said, the last question was, are your audience, or are your rockstar, the rockstars in your audience, learning to love themselves and others with your movement? Because that's the end. That's really, taking the example of this lady who wants to lose 30 pounds, is, do you love enough yourself to go out right now and enjoy the genes that you have right now, knowing that it will take you some months to lose those 30 pounds? It
mhm.
is the process or the journey of starting to know who you are, to love who you are, and to really embody who you are,
Thank you.
that will make you wanting to, yes or no, lose the 30 pounds, because you realize that you don't need to lose 30 pounds to love yourself, accept yourself. You
Exactly.
choose to lose the 30 pounds because you know that the healthier you are, the more self-love you're showing up to you, and the less selfish you are with your 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 peers, because you know they will enjoy more of you in time. So it's
Mhm.
an act of self-love. It's not about, is my husband gonna love me more because I look
Right.
sexier, you know?
Right.
And I that's where I am right now. Like
Mhm,
I whatever I'm using, it's not all
mhm.
the business. It really is not about the business, but I learned this stuff, so this is what I'm using to make them realize that it's not about the business. It's about how much you love yourself, and let's work on that so that you don't fucking care about what your haters say, what your mom said about your business, what your dad said about your business, what your children said about your business. Is you are able to do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it resonates with your higher self. So, and when you do that, you're gonna be fucking manifesting anything in your fucking life. It's
Yes. 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 Frickin' yes. Guys, wow. Wow. That is just boom powerful. And
Mhm.
it's the truth. It is the truth. And it is about the self-love, loving yourself and exactly what you said. So do you love yourself in the jeans that you're wearing now? Are you loving your life? Are you happy? Are you filled with joy? Are you grateful every day? What are you, realizing what all abundance that you already have right now? Once you realize that, then the 30 pounds, that's just okay, that's just check mark, check the box. Because then when you lose the 30 pounds, you're not gaining the 30 pounds back in 6 months later because you went back to, to those self-deprecating habits, because now you realize how much worth and value, and you won't disrespect that. You won't want to disrespect your worth and value once you realize how much of it you are and have. Like, I can't imagine going back and doing all the shit I was doing and acting the way I was acting and living the way I was. What? Like, the mind stretched by a new idea can no longer go back to its original dimensions. But that's the heart. That's the whole mindset, heart set. I'm relating both. Like, how could I have lived like that? How could I have chosen that? And this can be any area of life, like the people you choose to hang out with, your any relationship. I put up with that shit for that long? What the but you don't put up with that shit anymore because the new awareness of you and the magnanimity that you are is like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God.
Yeah. I learned last year that uh, this was something that came after learning this stuff. I hired a business mindset coach when I was feeling at my lowest, and after while working with her, I didn't finish the program, and this is why I got burned out twice
You
while
got
working
burnt
with her.
out twice?
Burned out twice, and I thought that the reason why I hired her was to never in my life feel burnout again. So I was impressed by the knowledge that she has.
Hmm.
But when she showed up for the sessions, I mean, it's unbelievable. One session, she asked me, "Do you mind if I smoke during the session?" And I mean, no, I respect people, who are smokers, but I'm like, okay, wait, mindset coach. She's
Mindset.
asking me, she's asking me to smoke during the session. Is she aware of what she's doing? Like, I love her just because she's human. So,
Yes.
but at the same time, I was learning power manifesting. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, what the fuck is this, man? When this lady tell me, do more, or you need to be, your mindset needs to be ready so that you can show up tomorrow and you finish the work and all that. This guy tells me, no, wait. If you don't feel like at your 100, perhaps the best thing that you can do right now is to do nothing. Do fucking nothing, dude. I mean, dude, my parents, my grandpa, everyone are hustlers. I mean, we're Mexicans, we're hustlers. We work from Sunday to Sunday. That's, and you're asking me to do fucking nothing? What the fuck, man? So, but I started to practice what this guy was teaching me, and I didn't compare the knowledge. I was comparing how I was feeling, and I was feeling way fucking
Right.
better using these techniques than with the mindset coach. That's why I didn't finish the mindset because I don't need to fucking finish something that is not making me feel at my highest. And whenever I read a page or learn from this guy, I feel at my highest. So I kept following this path, and I promise you, it was I am radical. I take radical action. When something is resonated with me, I take radical action. So for a
Hmm.
1 week, I was not showing up in my social media. I was not doing anything. And I was feeling lots of discomfort because I was like,
Hmm.
I was trained to never stop. So it was Friday. I was watching Netflix, and I was like, I'm going to apply what this guy is teaching me. So if it doesn't work, it's fine. I know the other way that does not work. But I was like, isn't it nice if someone reach out to me and in my DMs and tell me, asking me to work one on one with me? Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, that'd be fucking nice. And then I kept watching Netflix. It was a Friday. I was doing nothing. I remember in the middle of the week, my mom knocked at the door because I came to live with my mom last year, to visit her for a long time, I guess. And she asked me, "Are you not working? I mean, all I listen is you're laughing, you're having fun, and all this. I mean, you told me yeah, but I'm trying to do something different." Okay, she left. She was kind of like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah.
So that Friday, after I said, "Wouldn't it be nice to have someone reach out to me for one-on-one help?" I just grabbed my phone, and a few minutes ago, I received that message. Pedro, do you still do one-on-one? And I was like, no fucking way. I'm finishing that mindset program. I'm all into manifesting. So I was like, this is fucking unbelievable, but it's the best experience I ever experienced. Like, no hustle, manifest whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, I'm all in. So since that day, my shift, my mind shifted. My everything inside of me like shifted quite fast, and I started to embody and embrace all that side of me that I started to have a way more profound spiritual experience with me and God, source, light, universe, whoever.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I've been teaching to my clients as well. Perhaps in my language, I don't come across as a manifesting coach. I don't pretend to be like now I'm a student of manifesting. I'm a student of law of attraction, if you will. I'm a student of life, but that's it. But I don't, and this is something I want to share as well. You don't need to be fucking an expert on those stuff. As long as you're having results with what you're doing, share it. So I may not say I sell manifestation. I don't do that. But when you ask me how can I do this with less effort, let me tell you what I do.
Yeah.
You know, so and they get
Yeah.
impressed. So it's available for everyone. It's not.
Yeah, and I've been learning a lot about rest because again, in your, in your culture, you admitted that you're 7 to 7, 7 days a week, and I have that mindset as well as got to be doing, 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 doing. And I've learned over the past, I'd say 2, maybe 3 years, the power in just not always got to be doing. And it's still hard because, there's always, oh, what else could I be doing? What else can I be doing? What else? I want this. What else can I do? What else
Yeah,
should I be doing? I got to be
yeah.
doing something
I'm not
to
doing
make
enough.
that happen.
Yeah,
And I'm like, no. I meditate every day. I do these guided visualizations every day. I have a certain way in which I start my day that's very empowering and inspiring and gets me set up. But then if my body says take a nap, or my body says rest, or my body says watch Netflix in the evenings, then that's what I do. And I don't beat myself up about it or make myself
yeah,
feel bad,
yeah,
because you got to rest and you got to rejuvenate.
yeah,
I love that. I love that because wow, that's very powerful because similar things like that have happened to me on numerous occasions where, wow, wouldn't it be nice? Or that mentality of wouldn't it be nice? And what if this were to happen? Like the universe knows what you want. I'm constantly putting out to the universe what I want and and like my and why I want. I've got I am Defa Rickenlicious on the Food Network written and like various places all over my house. And it's like, okay, well, what more can I do? What more can I do? I'm ready now. I want to go now. I want to be there now. I want to be on. I want to be on there now. It's like, calm down, Stephanie. Just calm. Just know. Just do the steps. Keep doing what you're doing and it will manifest in the magnanimity that it's supposed to be. I love Gabby Bernstein. I'm a certified Institute for Integrative Nutrition health coach, and she was one of the speakers for IIN. And during her interview, she mentions wanting to be on Oprah, 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 and it kept not happening, kept not happening. Well, not today, no, not kept not happening. And then all of a sudden, she gets a call from the staff of Oprah. Oprah would like to have you on her show. She'd like to, and she said, had it happened one moment before it did, it would not have been the magnanimity that it is and was in my life.
yeah,
When it's time for me to make the impact on that scale, that's when it will happen.
yeah.
Thank you, Christina. We've had several comments, and hers just said it will happen in time. Yes, it will, girl.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the beautiful journey about manifesting when we're learning, at least what I'm learning, is there are things that I can manifest like that, like almost like a snap, and there are other things that I manifest monkeys when I want to manifest dogs, right? So it's
Yes,
like,
yes, yes,
and
yes, yes.
but what I learned is in the past I used to say, "Oh, God don't fucking love me. He's fucking playing with me and all that bullshit." Now what I do when I manifest a monkey, I'm trying to manifest a dog, is like, fuck man, I'm very close. I'm very close. Yeah, this is so much
Oh,
fucking fun. Yeah,
oh,
let's fucking do
oh,
this. Let's fucking
oh.
keep doing it.
That
Yeah,
happened. That you're right. That happens all the time. And I have learned, oh, that's just a sign because that the energy's there and I manifest it. Yes, and it's coming. Yes, for frickin' yes, you're right. I want a duck. I want a duck. I want a duck. I got a monkey. Hey, but duck, I would relate duck and monkey. They're still animals. They're still,
yeah,
I would like put it like, yeah, and be grateful and say thank you for the monkey. Say thank you whenever you pay attention, guys. Like pay attention to when you're wanting or daydreaming or whatever about something, and something little happens. Pay attention to that intuition where It's in alignment. It's there. It's coming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you said the right word. I mean, the goal. I mean, for me, I want to summarize like what I do is in the end to teach my clients be in alignment, and once they're in alignment, they can do fucking anything. All right, if it's business, if it's life, if it's sex life, whatever it is, cooking, whatever it is. So, uh, and we are always manifesting what we are in alignment with, and it's a process. And I have this quote in my Facebook profile that the plan is very simple, and to rest then create, and to create then rest, and it's a joke as well, you know. So if it's not making you laugh, then rest. If whatever you're doing is not making you laugh, then rest, because our plans are jokes, you know. We can say we want this, we want to have this and all that and that bullshit, and even when we think that we have the most grand or big dream, dude, you will laugh at how small that dream looks compared to the abundance that you are not experiencing right now and that God has for you. So just have fucking fun, dude. It's
Yeah.
like my mentor says that it's nothing. There's nothing serious going on around here. So just have fucking fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying this with ease and joy and all that because I've been practicing every single day. And in the beginning, manifesting can be the most difficult part or journey or challenge that you decide to choose to take. But the next day, when you manifest, when you learn, I mean, and for starters, I want to say manifesting is bullshit, and let me tell you why. Because they're making us believe that this is the new thing, like this is wow, the new way of doing things. That's bullshit, dude. We are all powerful manifestors.
Always.
We are whatever it is that our
Always.
reality is the manifestation of the alignment that we have right now.
Thank
The
you. Thank you.
unconscious imprints that we have are, and the material world that we are experiencing is just in alignment with. It's the same vibration. So that our job is to decondition all that fucking bullshit that we believe right now, and thank for all the masters
Hmm.
that brought us to believe that, and to know that we are able to decondition that and so that consciously we can vibrate with whoever it is that we want, and hence we are going to
Yes.
manifest it. So that's why I said it's bullshit, because they're trying to make a huge market around manifestation. And thank you, I mean, because of these people I learned how to do it. But really is we are all entitled, we are all worthy of manifesting the life that we want.
100%. And like you said, we're always manifesting, we're always creating whatever is in alignment with how we are vibrating at that point in time. And do you know Marco Governale?
Not yet.
I don't know if he's a part of Coach Talk Cafe, but he's one of the speakers out of the Ultimate Quantum Retreat. And he wrote a book, God Always Says Yes. And it's that you can't just wake up and go, I don't want to manifest and create today. We're always, and so if that's how you feel, then you're going to manifest and create relative to that low vibration of not wanting, you know. I it's that is just so. Hmm. So just remember, guys, I mean, what you're getting and what you're receiving and what is mirroring, it's mirroring back to you what's going on here. Nothing's going on out here independent upon of what is going on in here. Everything in here is mirroring back to you in your reality, what's going on in here.
And yeah, and thank you for saying that, because I remember a conversation that I had last week.
Hmm.
Was it last week? I was all in about how to embrace your boldness in my social media, and how to not care about whoever tells you that you are not willing or able to. And I was having a conversation with someone in my DMs, and when someone asked me my mission, I say something different from when they ask me what do I do. It's a different answer. So when they ask me, what's your mission? I tell them, oh, it's easy. It's to make online business easy for 1 billion mompreneurs, uh, and help them manifest the lifestyle that they want. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't help my mom, be more present with myself. And the reply of this lady was, um, 1 billion? Is that an attainable goal? She asked me that. And my reply was like, I mean, with YouTube, social media, sharing our content virally, my clients sending me more clients, my clients posting about what I teach them, God supporting me massively in ways that I cannot even comprehend. I can see that happening like in the near future. I don't know when. I don't fucking care when. That's my what.
Yeah.
And this lady said, oh yeah, I don't mean to be sarcastic, but making the math, you will need to, and she shared the math. And I was like, oh wow, it looks like you love maths. And my math is God's math, like I mean, and the reason why I'm saying this is that we have a dream that we humanly is unconceivable. And it's not our job to question it. The reason why we question it is not ourselves questioning, it's the fucking conditioning that our environment when we were kids did, so that we can not believe, because they didn't believe in their fucking dreams. So it's not our fault that we are judging the dream, but it's not our job to judge the dream. God put it in you because he, for whatever reason, he wants to honor you, humanity, with your fucking rockstarness. So believe in that dream, because it's not my dream and it's not your dream. And if maybe if you tell me my dream and my inner critic tells me, oh, that's not unattainable, or that's unattainable.
Right.
Well, yeah, because you are not entitled to that dream. It's her dream, but you have your own dream, dude. So you have, yeah.
Thank you, guy. Thank you. That clarifies that, because what if she told you something that she wanted and it didn't align or resonate with what you want out of life? You might have the same skepticism, but being knowing who you are, and anything's possible for anybody, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't go, well, do you really think that's possible? Because
No.
that's not in alignment with how we are. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's wild, because, it's like, reach for the moon. Even if you don't make it, you'll land amongst the stars. And that may be a cliche meme or catchphrase, but no, it's real. But have that mindset, that heart set. If you hold something passionately in your soul and your heart that you want so much, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Pay attention, and then look. There are going to be signs everywhere telling you that this is what you should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, where can people find your book? I know that there's no, there's actually not. Do you have a website or a link to your book?
Yeah.
So,
They can, and before I give the website, I want to say this because I want to honor the time, the energy, and the space that you have created for me. And because our conversation in DMs didn't last a minute, and you said, I need to interview you. So I was like honored. And I said, wow, she don't even know me. She wants to have me on her show. And that was,
I could just tell. Yeah, because I knew you through some of the, fellow mentoring coaches, and I just was looking at your profile that you're somebody I'd want to have on Empowered Conversations.
Oh, thank you very much. And that's a great lesson for my audience, great lesson for my clients. You need to put out there what you do and how you do it, and be fucking bold about what you do, so that people want to hang out with you, or the rock stars. So I'm gonna give you the coupon code. I created a coupon code for all the people who want to get the book, the 5 DMs to First 10K Method. And I don't know if you can share it so that people know. It's Stephanie. It's actually your nickname, the Stephanie.
Yes.
10, number 10, Stephanie 10.
Okay, so I know there's got to be a way.
Yeah, and let's just say why. I want to land this because I believe that we're massively supported. So I believe your audience wants to support you, and to run a show takes so much fucking time, energy, and resources. I mean, you were asking me in the beginning, I want to improve my microphone, and it's a fucking investment. So and the coupon code, whenever you use it, you will be actually helping donate 50% of the sales of my book to Stephanie the furry. I don't know how to say your the fucking licious.
D-frickin-licious.
The
All right, so
Farican
scroll
licious.
across the banner. Let's see, add banner. Why is it not STEFUNNY 10? Add banner. Why is it not?
Perhaps you need to remove the names and then add the banner. I don't haven't just seen
No,
it.
it should just go across the bottom. Hold on. Ticker.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. There we go.
awesome.
Stephanie 10, guys.
Yeah, and you need to go to the purplebackpack.com, the
Okay.
purplebackpack.com,
All right, hold on.
and you will find the button to
Per
get my book
PUR purple backpack
.com.
BACKPACK.com. Scroll across the bottom, add banner, and then
No,
there it is.
the purplebackpack.com.
Oh, ooh, delete,
Yeah,
hide. Okay. All right, so we got Stephanie 10.
yeah,
All right, and then we're going to add, create a banner, the THE purple backpack.com.
yeah. So if you, I know you want to support Stephanie, so use that coupon code when you get my book, and you will be actually donating yourself 50% of the sales of that book to her show. So let's support the rock stars.
Nice, absolutely. And I'm so excited. I did have someone, she commented that she was leaving. She's a mom, she's not a single mom. And so I have a question because her name is Rebecca. She joins quite often, and she said that she had to pick up the kids, and she was thanking us for sharing. And so you don't just work with single moms. Obviously, you work with anybody who wants the strategy to learn the strategy of how to attract more clients, putting in, you know, work that's in alignment, but not necessarily exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, and I have accepted that the moms, for me, were like the challenge to develop tools that help online entrepreneurs in general to spend more time with them and their loved ones, and not become as slaves to their own business.
Hmm.
So of course I'm rooting for moms, and they don't need to be single moms. Some ladies that have joined my membership, they tell me I'm not a mom, and I tell them, well, maybe you're pregnant. That's why you're here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're an online entrepreneur who wants to use tools that are tested with moms, like the moms, we don't have enough time and energy all day long to waste. Moms cannot play with their time and energy. They have a huge mission in the world, and I cannot bullshit my mom if I teach bullshit in my trainings. So whatever I use, I train, and I learn, and I deliver, is because I want them to not be in front of a camera with me. I want them to be with their kids and with their lifestyle and with themselves. So whenever they have to show up for their audience, creating their impact, they use the least and best energy and time while making money at the same time. So yeah, it's the Mompreneurs approved and tested. So whoever online entrepreneurs are welcome, and you will learn to do unconventional marketing, unconventional online business, and that's what I offer.
Yes. Pedro, thank you. I'm going to get that book. Hey, I will gain value and learn, some more marketing strategy. Absolutely. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me, and you have
Yes.
an awesome audience.
Yes. So, guys, the purplebackpack.com, code STEPFUNNY10 to receive your percentage off. Super excited. And Pedro, it has been a true honor and pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much. I love your heart centered wisdom. I love your mindset. I love everything that you shared. It's such value and so appreciated. And I really, my intention is for people, through empowered conversation is to realize the power they have within themselves to create and manifest and live, manifest in alignment and create the alignment that manifests the life that you deserve, need, and want.
Yeah, perfectly said.
So, well, you stay right there. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Wave. And remember, thepurplebackpack.com. Get the book. Sign up to work with Pedro. Code Stefani10 to get your percentage off. Guys, this has been an incredible, empowered conversation. Faux show. Everybody
Thank
have a
you.
wonderful rest of your Wednesday.